Hello everyone, welcome to the party, and I just wanted to take you through a little bit of my daily routine just to show you how quick and easy it is to get ready with Younique. My routine starts in the shower with our Awake facial cleanser, and this has actually changed. Now it's Illuminate. I just haven't run out of my Awake yet because it lasts forever, but it's now Illuminate, and you can actually get it in clean or clear. The direct replacement for Awake, if you've used it in the past, is our Illuminate Clear, and the clean is a slightly more gentle formula. So if you have a little bit more dry skin, then you would want to go with the clear, or the clean rather, instead of the clear. Okay, so now that my face is all clear, I move to the next step, which is our Brilliant Moisturizing Gel, and it actually has these awesome little beads in it. And what you'll do is you'll take some out, and you'll actually scoop out through the beads on your fingers, rub it together so it makes a nice cream, and just all over the face. I've noticed since I've started using the Awake and Brilliant combo that my face has lost a lot of the redness, and my pores look so much smaller than they used to, which is fantastic because I don't know if you can see, but I have pretty large pores, and they actually used to look even bigger. So now that the Brilliant has dried and soaked into my skin and made it feel really lovely, my next step before I put on my makeup is my Glorious Face Primer. This stuff is awesome. It makes your skin nice and smooth, give you a nice even base before you put on your makeup. So that way it doesn't show all of the little divots that your face might have. Like I said, my pores are huge. So this helps minimize the look of it before I even put my foundation on, to make it go on even smoother and just look fantastic. So with the primer, all I need is a tiny little pump. That's it. That's all you need to cover your entire face. And I just dot it on and rub it in. And it's so fantastic. It makes my skin feel just like absolute silk. It's wonderful. Okay, so now that my skin feels velvety smooth and absolutely luxurious, on a quick day when I don't want a lot of coverage, I just want to cover the red and go, I'll use my BB cream. This stuff is fantastic for a light to medium coverage. If you've got a lot of breakouts or like a lot of real big red spots, you know, a lot of big pimples or anything like that, then I would probably skip the BB cream and go with the foundations for a heavier coverage. But if it's not really red and it's just like you can see I have some light red through my cheeks, then definitely the BB cream will knock that right out. But today I'm going to go with my heavy coverage routine, which I start with our Mineral Touch Cream Foundation in Organza, and then I finish it up with our Mineral Touch Powder in the Taffeta. And our cream is really super smooth and creamy and wonderful. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Okay, so now that I've got the cream on, you can see my skin tone is a lot more even. And that lovely big red spot is definitely not as, hello, look, I'm a pimple. So it's got my skin tone pretty even, but I like to go back and do the powder for a nice finished look. So I'm going to go ahead and do the powder in Taffeta right now and come back and show you what that looks like. So I just finished applying the powder in Taffeta, and you can see my skin looks flawless. It looks like I don't even have any red spots at all, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. I did put it on with our Powder Puff brush, and it just gives a nice even coverage. And look, just to give you a little close-up, check that out. What pores? That's awesome. That's one of my favorite things about this particular process, is that it makes my pores look tiny compared to what they actually are. So my next step, now that my skin is all one tone, and this is the biggest question I get, well, if I just spent all this time taking all the red out of my face, why on earth would I use a blusher? Well, the blusher is to put the red back, and put the red in the right places as opposed to everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and use our Sweet Blusher. That's my personal favorite color to use because it's not overly red. It's a nice punch of color where I need it. So give me just 1 second to put that on and I'll show you what that looks like. I don't use a whole lot of blusher, but you can see I did put it on, so I've got just a nice little bit of natural color. So it looks like, you know, that pinched cheek color, but not the, oh my goodness, look at her face, it's so red all over. It's just a nice, neutral, natural look. My next step is our 3D lashes. It's a 2-step process. It comes with the transplanting gel and our natural fibers. And the transplanting gel is actually colored with iron oxide. So it is a black base, and then you're putting black green tea fibers on top of that base. I'm just going to show you, this is what our fibers look like. See, they're nice and fuzzy. They're perfect because they don't irritate my eyes, which I'm very, very sensitive when you put stuff on my eyes, which is why I love Younique, just because everything I've tried has not made me itch. So if you're sensitive, this is perfect for you. But I'm going to go ahead and get into how to apply this. So the first step is going to be to apply your transplanting gel. And don't mind my close-ups here. Without my glasses on, I just need to make sure that I'm actually getting it where it's supposed to go. And I always do 1 coat, base to tip, before I do anything else. Because I like to get that nice base layer on there. So now I've got my first coat of the transplanting gel on. And now this is just how I do it. Everybody does it a little bit different, and you'll figure out a way that works best for you. But I'll come back and apply the transplanting gel again to just the tips, because I don't need a whole lot of volume. I prefer the length. So now that I've got it on, I quickly want to come and take my fibers and start building my lashes. I love it because it just builds right on your natural lash, so it doesn't feel awkward, it doesn't feel unnatural. So this is my first layer. And I try not to be too heavy-handed with the fibers, otherwise they tend to fall on your cheeks and whatnot. And you can blow them away or wipe them away, not a big deal. But I just don't like to go back and redo that. So the next step, now that I've got my fibers on, and you can see huge difference, is I'll come back and take the transplanting gel again and really get a good coat on there, because this is what seals them in and makes it water resistant. So I really, really do it up with the transplanting gel the second time around. So now you can see huge, huge difference between the eye that has the fibers and the eye that just has the transplanting gel. Pretty awesome, right? And I like to let that dry and then come back with my lash brush. You can see we actually have a metal lash comb, which is fantastic because most places just have plastic, and we all know that really doesn't do well. So I'll come back and just separate a little bit. It also takes away any clumps that you might have if you are a little heavy-handed with your fibers one day. But it just separates it more, it makes it look more natural, in my opinion. So I'm going to go back and do the other eye now, and I'll pop back and show you what it looks like. This is what my eyes are, both done up now, and you can see so much of a difference between when I didn't have anything on to now. And you can go back and keep rebuilding. If you want your lashes, you know, long enough to touch your eyebrows, you can get there. You just have to keep going back and doing transplanting gel, fibers, transplanting gel. So it's all up to you how you want your lashes to look. I prefer just the 1 coat because they're not too long that I feel them and get irritated by them. But this is my normal look. And now if I'm just running out, the next thing I'll do is just some lip gloss. If I'm going out for the evening, then I might do some liner and shadow. So this would be more of my daytime look, finished up. On my waterline, I've actually got our Pristine eye pencil, because when you put white on your waterline, it actually makes your eyes look more open, so you look more awake even when you're not so much. But I like to do the white during the day just to, like, make myself look more awake. And then I've actually got our Luscious lip gloss on my lips. I like this one. It's more of a brick red rather than a fire engine red, which our Lethal is more of a fire engine red. And that I like when I'm doing more of a pinup look. But this is just my normal, I'm going to run out and get some groceries and want to look pretty look. So that's it. I'm going to go and do my hair, show you the final look. This is it. Finished look, hair done, makeup on, ready to go out. And like I said, I think this makes me look a little more put together. So just a nice finished look overall. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment on the video. And you can feel free to message me. However you want to get in touch with me, ask questions. I'll do more video demos and show you what I have. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to talking to each and every one of you.